What up? Your boy Savage, aka Sev Cisneros. You tuning in to Sev Lokes Hotels 2.0. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Let's get to the politic. Big shout out to everybody showing the channel love. Appreciate the love and support. Thank you for the interactions. Mall high salute to all the riders. Before I start this video, let me make this clear. I am no way means promoting gang life, gang culture. I'm just telling a testimony, giving life experiences, shining some light on the Denver Metro. So with that being said, let's get to this video. So I've been going back and forth between both of my channels, the original Sev Lokes Hotels and this channel, Sev Lokes Hotels 2.0. And I've been looking at the comment section, and I've noticed that I missed a lot of recommended videos from the comment section over there, because when that channel became inactive because I can't upload content, I kind of focused more of my energy just on this channel, and I was not checking the comment section at all. But I went back over there, and there was quite a few recommended videos that I missed. Hopefully I can get the message to individuals over there that this is where we're conducting traffic right now, and the main goal is to get everybody from over there to over here. So there was multiple recommended videos, and one recommended video came from the homie Mark Garcia. Big shout out to him. He showed my channel a lot of love. I haven't seen him over here yet, so hopefully I could get a message for him to come over here, because I think honestly a lot of people just thought I'd stop YouTube, not knowing we still had stuff going on. So Mark Garcia, big shout out to you. You wanted to know the separations in DOC out here in Colorado between cars, ethnic groups. Is there racial tensions and all this, and how's the program in Colorado? Because we all know every state is going to have a different kind of function, a different kind of program. You have states that are like based around straight race. You got other states that are based around your organizations. California, Arizona, they're going to push the race aspect all the way. You have Miami, Virginia, and all that. They're not about race so much. You got New York, they do their own thing. Colorado, you're going to have OG foods that are be about, race, because we're on the West Coast aspect. But for a majority, when I was doing time, and I found 2004 all the way to 2011, it was more about your organization. You would catch Black Crips mess with Mexican Crips. You would catch Mexican Bloods and Mexican Bloods and Black Bloods together. You would catch Sureños that were black, Northside foods that were black. So it was all about your organization. Yes, like I said, you have people that are going to focus in on that because we're on the West Coast, but it wasn't really, you didn't have to fear for your life because of that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It was more about how solid you were with your organization. That was just Colorado. So let me break it down like this. I'll start with, the Crips. Usually the yards that I've been on, you had multiple Crip cars. You had the California Crips. Usually they do their own thing because they feel like, they're the top of it all. And they're like, we're out of state. We're out of balance. We're not really politicking like that. So they do their own thing. You had Denver East Side Crips, and that's what, let me be specific. East Side Denver Crips. Denver East Side Crips. They're probably they probably have the biggest face out here because it's Colorado, and they're the most dominant, and I would have to say at times they're the most active, out of every car. Then you have, the fools that are looked down upon, and they shouldn't be looked down upon, but a lot of people, it's hard to acknowledge them. You have the Southern, Crip car, and that's like Springs and Pueblo. I seen them fools come together because they're kind of in a predicament where nobody's, really acknowledging them fools. Plus, a lot of times, if Colorado Springs and Denver especially, they don't get along. Denver, people say Denver acts, too hard because it's the big capital. And then you have, at times you have Aurora and Monbello. They know each other more than anything, so they ride together. And then sometimes you got some Montbello fools that will ride with Eastside Denver fools. It just depends on what yard you are on. I seen yards where the whole Crip car, everybody in the car comes together. And I have to say it like this: it's usually a fool that has the keys for the whole car. It's an Eastside Denver Crip OG fool, and then maybe a solid individual that's level-headed from the west side, that's from Cali. You know, so that's kind of the separation between the Crips. So when it comes to Damus, now I'm hearing every Damu rides together. And I kind of seen the switch at the end of my tale of doing time, where the Damus were kind of like functioning together. Because I'm going to be real with you too. A lot of times when you put the whole Crip population against the blood population in prison, the Crips outnumber the Bloods in prison. You know what I'm saying? The Crips have been on every compound I've been on. They've had the numbers. The Bloods, they kind of have to stick with each other because they're outnumbered. But when I first found also, the Chicano Bloods and the Mexican Bloods did their own thing. They didn't even mess with the Black Bloods at all. And there's been times when fools didn't even get into each other's dramas. They didn't get into each other's conflicts. There was times when other cars pushed up on the Bloods, the Chicano Bloods, and the Black Bloods said, I ain't messing with that. Now, since the streets, you know, basically came together with the Damus, I think all the Damus now ride together. You know what I'm saying? To have the numbers and different things. So that's kind of like the Crips and Bloods. When it comes to the South Side, the Sureños, they all ride together. Like every compound that I've been, they're all homies. They all have packages for each other. They all ride together. It's not split between Denver and Colorado. They all ride together. And I've honestly seen the Colorado Sureños, like from Pueblo and Colorado Springs, have the Huilas, have the keys to the car, because it's the backyard of Colorado. So I don't really know how detailed that is, but usually they all ride together. And there's been times when I've seen Sureños and Paisas ride together, whether because, you know, they're from the backgrounds are similar. They all ride together as one. The Sureños will back up the Paisas will back up the Sureños. But then again, it depends on what compound you go to too, because I seen them fools get into it with each other. But for the most part, the Sureños and Paisas, they have a good relationship. When it comes to the north side and the Norteños, I seen them be separate all the way. A lot of times Norteños, they had it out of every car, they had it the worst because the Sureños were tripping. And the only time I seen them actually last is when the Norteños actually followed and got under the North Side Denver program. Norteños really didn't have like the keys or anything. They usually, only way they could last on certain yards is get under the Northside Denver program. And that's just the reality. Now, I don't know if it's different now. You know, I know that the North and the Sureños and the Southerners and the Norteños, they all had a truce. So it might be different now. Then you have the G's. They're not backed by nobody. They do their own thing. They got their own car. And they ride a pretty serious program. Like, they're really serious about their program. The G's, well respected. They do their own thing. You have the LPPs. They do their own thing. They're their own organization. They don't get backed by nobody. You know, they ride their own wave. And then you have the Paisas, and they ride their own wave too, unless they're chilling with the Sureños and you know, they have relationships with the Sureños. But for the most part, that's what it is. Now, when it comes to like GDs, because there are GDs out here, Gangsta Disciples, and then you have, and there's only been a handful of Four Corner Hustlers, like the Four Corner Hustlers from Springs. The GDs on many yards actually linked up with some Crips. Like they had the 8 ball banging, and I seen them fools actually come and tie in like their situation with like Springs Crips. And sometimes they beef, but there was a lot of 8 ball banging where you connect the forks and the C's together, and they were chilling with each other. The Four Corner Hustlers, the ones I know that were on the yard, they did their own thing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really mess with too many people. Who else? Oh, and then you have pretty much the White Boys. The White Boys, they all ride together. The big head honchos of it all is 211. They're the ones that really get the keys to the yard anywhere they go, because it's Colorado. So yeah, man, it's that's how it is. It's kind of separate, you know. It's kind of a different aspect and a different world on them yards. But and like I said, every yard's gonna have a different type of program, but for the most part, everywhere I've been, it's been kind of the same, you know. So hopefully I answered that question. Big shout out to Mark Garcia. Y'all be good, man. I'm all high salute.